6 birdies and an eagle, finishing eagle, birdie, birdie, birdie on the way in. Pretty dreamy rounds. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean it was a very up and down round. A little bit scrappy through the middle there. It could have definitely got away from me, just with the tiredness and playing 26 holes in a day. But hung in there, and the reward was there at the end.
Brilliant. And
Great. You've obviously had a good day. You're up the top there. So's Abraham, and Sungjae's coming not far behind. Speak to, I guess, the camaraderie in that international team and how you guys, you yourself included, you won, he did not long after you guys played together, how that steeled you going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great week. We all become best of mates that week, and it's good to see them guys right up there. Abe finished 5 or 10 minutes before me, so we were giving each other, fisties on the back there, so it was good.
And if I could follow up, you obviously have always loved the tough stuff, the stuff that's supposedly tougher than the rest. I mean, you had a lull before the last few weeks. You've come up again as you do at this time of year. Speak to what it is that makes you, I guess, step up when the stakes are higher.
I don't know, really, to be honest. I really don't know. I just like being tested, I guess. I feel like my game is best when I have to think a lot and hit the right shots. And it's an even playing field. So yeah, if I had to say something, that'd probably be it.
Jeff?
Cameron, can you take us inside that finishing stretch a little bit? I know you hit it in tight at 15, but some of the clubs you were hitting in and just your feeling of getting on a run like that to finish? Yeah,
it was good. I was saying to Bussy after the bogey on 14, let's just get it back to 7. We got to 7 early in the round, and I don't know, it's kind of weird finishing lower than you were at one point. So yeah, we had 15 and 16, obviously with that pin down the bottom today, one of the easier pins there, and then just hit a nice drive down 17 and 18, 2 solid shots in. I mean, it wasn't crazy good stuff. It was just really solid, and the putts dropped.
What club did you hit on a few of those? Hit into 15?
Sorry, you did ask me that. I hit 7 wood into 15. I hit 7 iron into 16, pitching wedge into 17, and 7 iron into the last hole.
Daniel?
Cameron, how do you feel about the position you've put yourself into heading into the weekend, or with 36 holes to play?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of boys still out there trying to work some magic, so we'll see. But I'm sure we're not going to be too far off the lead. It's obviously good to be in contention on a weekend, and I feel like I've been there enough where I can have a good crack at it. So hopefully the boys don't go too crazy out there this afternoon.
Ben?
Another avenue, mate, that I'll try to get you to speak on. When you started Sony, you were 4 over through 2 holes, could have given up, didn't end up winning. Here there's a few moments where you could have got really aggro and given up, you didn't. Again, can you speak to, I guess, why you don't have the give-up meter in you?
I don't know. I just like to play good golf. I like to feel like I'm getting the most out of my round. I don't generally try and push anything aside. I try and work it. Even if it's a 1/10 of a shot, I want it. So, like I said, through the middle of the round there, it could have got away from me, and it's easy to get away, especially through 11, 12, 13, hit some bad shots there. It's almost done. Your tournament's done and dusted. So just dug deep, and the reward was there at the end.
No, it's we're not playing team golf this week or anything like that, but your win over Justin in December, is that something that can steal you when you're going up against all of himself? He's up there, DJ, all these guys are going to be there for the next 2 days. Knowing that you could match it under the fire like that, is that going to steal you in for these last 2 rounds?
Yeah, I think my best golf is right up there. It's the stuff in between that gets me. Those guys are just so good at getting the most out of the game all the time, and it's something I need to learn to do. But I feel like when I'm playing really good golf, I can be right up there.
That's second shot on.
No, I mean, you're not really expecting. I was actually trying to hit it about probably 20 or 30 feet right, and the wind kind of caught it a little bit more than I liked, but ended up being good.
Jeff?
Cameron, where were you when Adam won this tournament in 2013, and what kind of effect, if any, did that have on you and where you were getting going on?
Yeah, I actually remember it like it was yesterday. I was at QAS, which is the Queensland Academy of Sports. We're in the gym. It was early in the morning. The whole golf team was in there, and we all quit our gym session and watched the last 3 or 4 holes, and then obviously the playoff. So, yeah, I mean, it was cool coming here only 2 or 3 years after that, and being here and kind of hitting the same shots as he did, and you know, obviously that putt on 10 and the putt on 18 that he made. So it makes you want to be here, seeing how special it was for him too.
Cameron, you're 9 under par after 36 holes in your 4th Masters. Can you speak to the contrast between playing in the spring and playing in November?
Yeah, the course is it's so different to what it normally plays like. I've only been here 3 times. I feel like I've seen it probably at its firmest, and now at its softest. When it's firm, you're just looking for slopes. You've got to hit the right shots in to use the slope to get to certain pins. That's just not the case this week. I feel like you can be a lot more aggressive. And I feel like the narrow areas that you're normally trying to hit just become that little bit wider, and that's probably why the scoring is the way it is.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Cameron, have a great rest of the week. Hope we see a lot of you.
Thank you.